Hello and welcome to I Am with Eric Faria. I am your host, and today it is my pleasure to introduce you all to Russ Terry, who is a life coach, an author, and a keynote speaker. So, thank you for being here, Russ.
Thank you for having me, Eric. It's so great to be here.
Likewise, likewise. So, let's talk about how did these two books come to fruition?
I love the books. It's
Yeah.
so awesome seeing them here. So I read a book late in 2012 called The Fearless Factor by Jacqueline Wales. And in it, she talks about gratitude. So as I was reading the book, prepping to have her on my show, she said, you should keep a gratitude journal. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep a gratitude journal. So I just started on a random day, December 10th, 2012. And I've been expressing a different piece of gratitude every single day since then. So it's soon going to be 5 years without
Wow.
repeating anything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, 1,700
Uninterrupted,
some.
not even missing a single day.
Not even missing a single day. Yeah. So I can't wait for my 5-year anniversary.
Yeah,
And
coming up in December.
it really is an amazing process. I always say to people, when you train the brain to be grateful, the expressions of gratitude keep flowing like a bountiful river.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is so
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So you first wrote this one, correct? My
That's
Gratitude
right.
Journal.
My gratitude journal. Thank you for arranging them so nicely
Yeah.
so everybody can see them.
So can you talk a little bit about the Gratitude Journal?
Yeah, so basically it's a different expression of gratitude every day for 1 year. So it literally is my gratitude journal, but then in it I also have lessons that I learned in the process of keeping a gratitude journal. I give space for the reader to write what they may have learned by reading a week's worth of gratitude entries for me. So there are 52 different spaces to write for all of 52 weeks. And it was a really cool process. So I started December 10th, 2012, and it ends December 9th, 2013. And you get to see all my gratitude entries for all 365 days, all different entries. Again, I don't repeat myself, which
Yeah.
I think is key. You know, you hear those things, oh, I'm grateful for family, I'm grateful for health. And those things are all both excellent things to be grateful for. But I think when you train the brain to expand your search and to mention specific people or specific life experiences, then it really opens up how much we can be grateful for and how it can have an amazing positive impact on our life.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So for people who are listening to us, who are seeing us, because it's going to be both a podcast and on YouTube as
Love it.
well as on LMC TV. So what would you say would be the first step for gratitude? Because sometimes, just before you answer, I feel like in my personal life, think it has to be something so huge for me to be grateful for, right?
No,
So,
it can be simple stuff, like even us recording this episode today. I was running late and got here late. The episode before us was going over and took extra time. So I'm grateful that it all worked out perfect and neither of us was waiting long for the other. So it can be super simple stuff like cheese curls. I'm super grateful for cheese curls. They're delicious. Who doesn't love cheese curls, you know? It can be getting a parking spot
Right.
or obviously something that someone does for us, or even a simple thing like water. You know, so
right.
many people in so
Having
many
potable,
countries
drinkable water.
don't have water. Yeah,
it's
so
so true.
I'm grateful for water.
Oh, so so you can start really small, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so important. So if somebody wants to start a journal like you did in your book, what's the first step?
I think just doing it and figuring out, okay, how long do I want to keep a gratitude journal for? Is it a week? Is it a month? What's a reasonable goal for me that I can meet? And doing it however they want to do it, whether it's writing in an actual journal that you get at the store, doing it in an app, typing it on their computer, whatever works for people, and just starting. And you'd be surprised how your life starts to change when you start that process.
Yeah, so that was my next question actually. What has changed in your life since you began this process almost 5 years ago?
So I think I was always a super positive person, and this has taken my positivity to an infinitely higher level. You can't both be angry and grateful at the same time. So it psychologically and physiologically, it helps us live a better life, live a happier life, number one.
Mm.
Number two, I've had so many amazing things happen since I've been on this path of being grateful, and I'm a firm believer that all these great things that have been happening are because I am grateful for the good things that happen, and it's like it creates even more abundance in my life.
That's so amazing.
Thank you.
And inspirational.
Thank you.
So,
That's my
yeah.
goal. I want to inspire people to keep a gratitude journal, because when you do it, great things are going to happen. And also, if you're in a difficult situation and you can be grateful, it can help make the difficult times better.
I thoroughly believe it. So that's amazing. And then let's go to the second book, Our Gratitude Mission. So 15 people, 365 days, infinite transformations.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Okay, so as I was finishing the first book, my friend and mentor, Jen Festa Giordano, she said, you know, I think it's so cool what you're doing, Russ. What if you were to take what you're doing and encourage other people to do it, and then make another book with all of them having a part of it? So the second book, Our Gratitude Mission, is 15 people from around the US and other parts of the world who did what I did, different expression of gratitude every day for 1 full year, and then each of them writes a chapter in the book talking about how that year of gratitude had an amazing positive impact on their life.
Wow. And how was the experience for you, like working with 14 other people?
Yeah, it was really awesome. You know, it's such a diverse mix of people. As you can see, one of the individuals is Brazilian, so we do have that demographic represented. And I'm really proud of it. You know, they had, I would say, not only do they look diverse, but they had a diversity of experiences in that year. Some had a great year, some had a challenging year. So I was just talking to somebody about the book today, and she said what she likes is it's all different stories in the book. You know, obviously in my book, there were amazing things happening, so it was very easy to be grateful.
Sure.
For some of them, loss of a job, loss of a loved one, loss of an animal, you know, things like that.
Right.
So I think even more people will be able to relate to the second book than just my book, but maybe I'm biased. I think both books are excellent.
I would agree, actually.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
yeah.
These are your books, so you
Yeah,
have
they are.
them. Yeah.
You signed them to me, so
Yes.
no taking them back.
Yeah, no, but I think you are able to see in the books, or have been able to see in the books, the cool stuff in the books, what's inspiring in them, etc.
For sure, definitely. And where do you see your gratitude mission moving forward?
So there are so many more gratitude books coming. You ready to hear?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Our Gratitude Mission 2 is a follow-up to this. So it's more people who did a year of gratitude. So I think we have 8 or 9 of us in it. So that might be out later this year, if not early 2018 at the latest. Then my next book is, after that, is Grateful Kids. So it's kids who are keeping a gratitude journal. So we have about 14 kids from around the country. And we have like a family of 4 boys from Minnesota and a family of 3 girls from Colorado. So I'm very excited about all the kids in that, because I think, you know, sometimes kids can be a little bit ungrateful. You know, Mommy, I want this. Daddy, I want that. You know, where are my toys? And I feel like the gratitude process for kids is going to be really amazing, because it's going to get them young. We got to get them young, you know, and make sure they know all about gratitude at that early age. So that's Grateful Kids. And then Grateful Schools, I'm collaborating with Peter Franklin, who is one of the authors in Our Gratitude Mission. He is this amazing English teacher in Massachusetts, and he teaches gratitude in his classroom. He teaches mindfulness. He does yoga. So he and I are co-authoring this next project, Grateful Schools, helping to embed gratitude into the curriculum at schools. So that'll come out in the next couple years. And then last but not least after that is Grateful Grandparents. So a lot of times when people are older, life can be more challenging. You know, they have health issues. They may have a friend or significant other or relative pass away. So by having gratitude at that late, challenging part of life, I feel like it can make their golden years more golden.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. It's a lot of work, so bear with me if it takes me a while to get all these books out. But I'm really excited. You know, my goal is to make the world a better place through gratitude, and I'm trying to do that.
That's fantastic. We will be right back. I have so much more to talk to you, and stick with us. We will be right back after this.